there are so many scenes in this drama where you just go like, whoa, what just happened? You have to pause and you have to be like, what did I just watch? Hi guys, this is Rosie, and as you can tell, my partner is not here. I'm in Pakistan. I've been in Pakistan for the last 3 months now, and now we're stuck in a lockdown and life is just happening and we don't know what to do, and I miss Cassie, but we talked and we decided that for the time being we're gonna try and film separately, and I miss her so terribly much, but you know, just for the sake of the channel, I suppose we gotta keep things going. So here I am today, and I'll be sharing my views on one of the best K-dramas of 2020 so far, and it goes by the name of Itaewon Class, starring Park Seo-joon and Kim Da-min.
장사 시작해볼까? 안 될 거라고 미리 정해놓고 그래서 뭘 하겠어요? 해보고 판단해야지. 나한테 뭔 짓을 해도 상관없어. 원하는 거 다 이루면서 살 거야.
조이성, IQ 162의 천재소녀. 그리고 이선은 소시오패스다.
야,
이 세상 모든 것의 근본, 약육강식, 장가를 이을 생각이 없어. 이놈 목표가 내 모가지렸다.
쉬울 거라고 생각 안 했어. 어렵게 하면 되지. 너희들이 있잖아.
우리 형님이 된다고 하면 되는 거예요.
그럼 입고 갈까요?
그저 그런 사람이 아닌 대단한 남자로 만들 거야, 내가.
고집, 객기 제대로 부려줄게.
이제 이태원 우리가 씹어먹는 겁니다.
When I think about Itaewon Class, I think the first word that comes to my mind is amazing. Amazing cast, amazing plot, amazing acting, amazing representation, amazing OSTs. Like, I love the OSTs, and I guess just the entire feel of the drama is just something that you want to go back to every time you think about it. The story is so intense. Like, I remember when I started it out, the first 2 episodes, I was in shock. Like, for half of the series, I was just like wanting to pause and take it all in. Like, it was so intense, the entire plot, the way the characters are, their dynamic, their relationships together, the kind of issues they bring up. And for that, I was so amazed to finally see K-dramas talking about gender equality, talking about you know, color representation and stereotypes and, you know, racism and all of these things that, you know, are much more relatable. The thing that I noticed while watching this show is how I stereotype my characters, because I've watched a lot of K-dramas, and you know, the kind of dynamics that I've always found, like the cliches that I would like to call them, are where they're somehow always related by some kind of tragedy in the past, or they've known each other or something. You know, they grew up in the same neighborhood, these kind of things, and I kept expecting this kind of thing to kind of spring up on me through the story, I'm not gonna lie, but it was so refreshing to finally see a story which does not have those kind of like cliches. Like, I don't mind cliches, but you know, when you have a story which is like so realistic and you see these kind of things kind of like, they just disrupt the momentum of the entire story, and I was so glad that that did not happen throughout the story. Also, I was so surprised by how the dynamic between the 3 characters, the leads develops, Yiseo, Sua, and Seroi, because it's kind of supposed to be like a triangle thing happening, and so you know that, you know, they're like a couple, and then there's this third person who's either gonna be like a villain or not, but like misunderstood, gonna do some like inappropriate things, just fuck shit up, something like that. But then you go and see this character, and I'm talking about Sua, and she is kind of like, you know, she's a great character. Like, you can't really place her. In the beginning, I just hated her. I like everything that would go wrong with Seroi. I would be like, it's this girl. This girl just fucked shit up, didn't she? But then you would find out later that, you know, she's actually not that bad. And I was just like, I remember at one point in time, I was like, my instincts tell me to not like you, but I can't find myself any reason to not like you. and which is crazy because you know it's like it's a different thing, it's a new thing, and I think it was amazing. It's I think one of the most amazing things about this drama. Boy, there are so many scenes in this drama where you just go like, whoa, what just happened? You have to pause and you have to be like, what did I just watch? And I'm not saying it like to scare people off, I'm just saying it to like actually make you curious. I hope you're getting curious, by the way, because I feel like I'm just rambling. But yeah, there were like a lot of scenes where you just kind of, you know, it blowed my mind off, and I think one of them was the first episode, the ending, where you know, he finds out that Gunwon actually kills his father in that hit and run case, and when he goes to like chase him off, and he's in this mode where he just wants to kind of like, you know, kill Gunwon, and oh my god, the satisfaction when he started punching him. You guys, I sound so evil right now just saying it out loud, but then the first punch was so satisfying. Like I was like, yes, yes. And you don't really get to see that much because normally the lead suffers through a lot before he can get in that first punch, but he just went and he was like bam bam bam, and I was like, the satisfaction was real. Oh my god. And I think one of my favorite scenes has to be where Seoi finally bows down to Dae, but that whole scene, the way that scene was like, it was orgasm in itself, where he like, when he realizes that, you know, sometimes you just have to make that sacrifice and it's not bigger than the purpose itself, and he's ready to kind of, he's in a position where he's ready to kind of like, you know, surrender but not, you know, be defeated kind of thing. I don't know what I'm saying right now, but yeah, that scene really, it stuck with me. And I think, although I would say that, you know, that scene where they're professing to each other and he's just like, I love you, in the middle of the road, when there's like this dude coming after you in a car, like I was like, you guys can wait, you know, get to a safer place, call police, you know, get a proper backup, and then you can profess to each other and you can confess about your, you know, undying love. Like, not in the middle of the road when there's like people after you trying to kill y'all. That was crazy. But I guess that also makes the cut for one of my favorite scenes from the story, because it was just so ridiculous for me to like, they're literally standing in the middle of the road while they know that the dude's legit coming in a car ready to crash into y'all and end your lives, but you like, you can't wait to actually call back up. It was just so ridiculous, but it was funny, and I think they just had to add that little cliche there. But yeah, I think that was memorable. All in all, I think I would rate the story a very confident 9 out of 10. I don't think there is much that I would want to change in this show, or I thought that was not enough. Like, I think it was an all-rounder. You had all sorts of things happening and everything worked out beautifully. The story wrapped up nicely and the characters were amazing. The wardrobes were so cool for every character. I loved their 2020 transitions into like those, you know, rich franchise owners, you know, that whole Danbam team just kind of flourished. The glow up was amazing. And a little shout out to my Taehyung from BTS for the lovely OST sang for his friend for the show, and the other OSTs are also amazing, I think. Yeah, so that brings an end to this review. I think I've rambled enough and I've said almost everything that I wanted to say. I think I've left out a couple of things, but I want you guys to let me know what you think of the show if you watched it, and if you haven't, then what are you doing? Go watch it! Like, you need to be a part of this. And yeah, so if you do watch it, do leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. Real quick before I forget, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and also share it with your friends, and keep waiting and liking and loving and supporting us. And I know that these are hard times and we're all going through so much, but I hope that we can provide you a little bit of entertainment every once in a while, and be happy, stay positive, wash your hands, and bye.